What's up, Hot Rod Cityans? I've decided to start playing with something else. This is kind of like an easy little project, I guess you could call it. Well, it's easy for the first stage of it anyway. I bought an interesting toy the other week ago, and I've been going to the junkyards and collecting parts. So, and as you can tell, stepping over crap over here. I really need to clean this side of the garage out, and I can't because the new toy is in front of that bay. So, I'm gonna go get it fired up, pull it in, introduce it to you. What I got here is a 2006 Chevy Colorado. This is the first time I've got to play with a Colorado. I've done a lot of S10s and Blazers and things of that nature. And just because I got this doesn't mean I'm going to stop. So let's see what's under the hood. This is a 4-cylinder. It is a 2.8 4-cylinder. It's got an automatic trans that's acting a little funny. It's only like $400 to get another one from a junkyard. I'm gonna ask a buddy of mine that builds transmissions what he'd charge me, just because I may get bored one day and, you know, do something else with this truck, like turbo it, or if not, we'll just do a drivetrain swap. But it's all coming apart. I paid $500 for it, but I got all new for it. Not new, but I went to the junkyard and got a whole bunch of used stuff to clean the front end up. The bed's full of stuff, so I'm gonna get to it. Get it racked up and put on the lift. I'm separating this lower valance from the bumper with these. It's got two different kinds of clips, mostly these large ones. This actually goes into another black plastic clip that goes into the bumper. And then these little ones are on the end. I've seen a lot of these before. Not so much of these, must be a Chevrolet thing. Keeping all them. I plan to reuse them. Now I liked the idea of the red valance, but it's a little broke up, hole drilled in it, and it's not something you see very often. So, but like I said, it's broke up. Now, there's a little bit of surface rust on this. Hit it with a flat disc and then with the sander. And I got primer and a couple different colors of paint. I can't make up my mind what to do. So I'm gonna make a sample disc, samples, and figure out what I'm gonna do from that. All right, I test fitted my wheels. They gotta come back off because they're older Silverado wheels. And they need to have the hubs hollowed out. So I'm gonna get those done at the machine shop, and then get them ready to go on permanent. I'm starting with the rear of this, lowering the rear, because I may or may not decide to change my mind about cutting the front coil springs. I already have the blocks, I have new U-bolts and everything else. Cut the coil, one coil off, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. That way I can pretty much lower this truck for next to nothing. Stuff I got laying around. Alright, I got New U-bolts in with 3-inch blocks. Everything's cinched down. I'm gonna have to get shocks. I did notice they're a little on the wore out side. So, these are the wheels I picked, just because they're like older Tahoe or Silverado wheels. I only got 3 lug nuts. The bolt patterns are the same, but the center hubs are different. I got a buddy of mine that has a machine shop, so he hogged them out for me real quick. Cost me $250 to have them hogged out. That's it. I only paid $60 for these wheels. They were pretty local. Excuse me. The tires, they actually came off of one of the cars gonna be coming into the garage here shortly, a Camaro. I took the stock wheels off of it, put my wheels on it that I had been holding on for such a project. So the Camaro coming in is not actually the next project, but we're robbing the drivetrain out of the Camaro as we did with the last time for another project. So, but this is kind of the shop truck. I'm tired of beating up my personal stuff for my decent stuff that I make payments on, at least. So, well, that's why we're fixing up a $500 truck. I'm gonna do a 3-2 drop on this thing. That's kind of standard. 3 in the back, 2 in the front. I'm gonna measure what'll get me about 2 inches. Looks like we're gonna try to cut 1 coil off and go from there. Well, here you can see the truck sitting a lot lower. So, let me put some air in this tire at least. It is, at least on this side anyway, sitting on its own weight. So the next thing to do would be to, I'm going to take the bed bolts loose and I pull tail lights, tailgates, stuff like that, start prepping for paint. What I plan to do is I'm just going to take it outside and basically just wash it with a Brillo pad, a couple of Brillo pads, get it scuffed up. The paint that's on here, some areas it's brushed or some really thick stuff, I'm not real sure. Somebody took a grinder or flat disc to some areas of it. I got to fix the fender on the other side and pop a dent, a rather large dent on the cab out. But other than that, it's coming around. All the wheels match now. I gotta bleed the brakes still. I don't have anybody to help me do that, given the fact that we're in a quarantine for Corona. So now that it's lowered, be moving on to the next part, which will be the patina paint job. So stay tuned for the next installment. And don't forget to put a like and down on the bottom and subscribe and a comment. Just leave comments. I don't care. Tell me what you think of it. Whatever. Tell me if you enjoy it. Tell me if you don't. Whatever. Just say what's up. Catch you later.